Cheating death to losing a loved one. It's been a heart-wrenching year for a Virginia State Police trooper. Sergeant Don Childs is a finalist for the America's Most Wanted All-Star contest. During the Appomattox mass shooting, Childs was praised for safely landing a helicopter that was shot multiple times by the suspect. But there was another day and another crime that haunts him. Sergeant Childs recently sat down with our John Burkett. John is live in the studio with his special report.
With a high-power rifle, Stephanie, troopers say Appomattox shooting suspect Christopher Spate aims at their police chopper, popping off 15 rounds. 7 hit the target. Tonight, the sergeant flying that chopper tells us what was happening inside the cockpit and how he kept his cool facing yet another intense situation.
13 North 180 East.
Was the closest.
Mere centimeters would have made a difference.
Of close calls.
The bullet actually hit the label that was tagging. There was a tag on the oil line, and it hit the tag and didn't hit the oil line. If it had hit the oil line, I would have had a catastrophic failure.
In this sleepy town with just a couple of stoplights, a place where everyone knows their neighbor, Appomattox historically has seen many a gun battle.
He shot over 15 rounds up at the aircraft.
But nothing like what happened that cold January day.
It's never happened for Virginia State Police and Aviation.
Sergeant Don Childs.
So they had actually requested that a second helicopter respond.
Was the pilot of that second chopper.
And they called for the second helicopter to help search for the shooter.
The only information Childs had confirmed is that one person had been shot and flown to nearby Lynchburg General Hospital.
I acknowledged that I saw the house now and I was going to head that way.
As he circles nearly 500 feet off the ground,
I made a pass behind the house and something caught my eye.
Seconds later,
I heard 2 distinct loud bangs in the aircraft.
Childs lowers the chopper to a safe landing.
Based on the noise and that smell, I said, I better go ahead and land somewhere.
In a ravine not too far from where 39-year-old Christopher Spate lives with his sister and her family, the state police medic gets out to inspect the damage.
I could see 2 holes right away, and I said, oh, man, he did get me.
State police send tactical teams to the chopper to provide cover for Childs.
I realized I was fairly close. That was a concern. To the area where the subject was in the woods.
He would soon learn the man in the woods was Spate, and at the time he was wanted for killing 7 people. The 8th would die later at the hospital.
With all that I've been through in the past and in my flying experiences, it sort of doesn't hit you right away.
It's safe to say Sergeant Childs has been through a lot.
Considering the tragedy that our families had to deal with, it just so happened to be almost 5 months to the day that I lost my daughter Heidi and her boyfriend David Metzler.
Childs, a father of 8, was thrown into the national spotlight in July. His middle daughter Heidi, a student at Virginia Tech, along with her boyfriend, are found murdered along a trail in Jefferson National Park.
They were both shot.
Through both the Appomattox shootings and the untimely, violent death of his daughter, Childs has managed to never miss a beat.
I've relied on my personal faith in God to give me the strength to endure certain things in life.
Also turning to his other children and wife when the times get tough.
She's always been supportive, whether I was in the military or here. She knows that this job always has its dangers.
Dangers that most certainly take a back seat when it comes to duty. Childs has answered the call of service for over 3 decades. A man who trusts.
There's definitely a guardian angel with me.
Not even tragedy can keep this veteran pilot grounded.
It's kind of like getting thrown from a horse. You got to get back on it.
Asking Childs if it was time to retire, he said not yet. He tells me his daughter's murder mystery may be aired on America's Most Wanted in the coming months. Stephanie?
And we know how successful that show is in catching suspects.
Yep.
Thank you, John.